For our third and last week, we're going to be filling in everything in these green boxes. So it's basically everything else that is left. And so we're going to start with the falling action. So the falling action will follow the climax. So remember, the climax was the turning point of your story. So it's where the character is dealing with this conflict. So as we move out of the climax, the falling action is going to be everything that's happening after that turning point. And all of the loose ends should start to be tied up. So you want to make sure that you are answering all of those questions for your reader in a very neat and in a way that makes sense. So with my climax, where we left off is that she finds out that her father, decided to make the Eternitech machine that's going to trap everyone into a simulation. So she's shocked that her dad would agree to this because it kind of ends humanity as they know it in order to save planet Earth. So for my falling action, I said that she's going to make it back to present day and she's going to approach her dad because she's upset with him. So her dad is going to explain that although it isn't ideal, obviously everyone would be stuck in a simulation, he felt at the time that it was the only way to save the planet. So she's going to be upset with him for making that decision. And so she's going to go to find Gwen. Now she's going to find Gwen and she's going to tell her that she knows why she did it and she wants to help her. But they must switch bodies back because if Gwen destroys the machine, she's going to be stuck in her body forever. And Gwen is willing to do that, but obviously Remy does not want that. So at first Gwen isn't going to believe her. And she's going to destroy the machine anyway. So she's going to be like, no, I don't believe you. If I give you this, you're going to take it back to your dad and I have to destroy it, yada, yada. So then we move towards the resolution. So in the resolution, this is where the conflict needs to be solved in some way. So my conflict over here is that, they switched bodies. She's trapped in Gwen's body and Gwen is going to destroy the consciousness displacement machine. So to resolve this problem, she's actually going to convince Gwen to switch back. So she's going to convince her that she really is on her side. She found out what her dad did and, she's upset with him and she wants to help her. So they're going to switch back and then they're going to destroy the machine and all of her dad's work together. So they are going to destroy it. And then they're going to release the information to the rest of the world to let everyone know what Eternitech was trying to do. So the end result is going to be that her father is arrested and the company is shut down. So although it was really hard because she knew that her dad was going to be in big trouble, the company was going to be in big trouble, she had to do what she believed was right. So the last part that you have to fill in is your theme down here. So the theme of a story needs to be a lesson or a moral that the character or the reader can learn from it. And it needs to be something really broad. So you don't want it to be super specific. So for example, mine would not be to, not trap everyone in a simulation because it's the wrong thing to do. So that's really specific to my story. It would not apply to anyone's life, at least I hope not. So that's not the theme. The theme has to be something that could be applied to anyone's life. And there could be more than one theme. So I actually came up with 2 different ones. So my first one is that things are not always black and white or good and bad. So there are actually a lot of gray areas in life, and I think that that's kind of going to come to light with her dad, because her dad is a good person. He was trying to do the right thing. It's just that what he felt was the right thing was not what Remy felt was the right thing. So she's really going to struggle with that in that, things aren't always one way or another. Life is hard and complicated. So the last theme kind of goes along with that is that the people we love can sometimes make really bad decisions, and that can be hard to reconcile. So it can be really hard to accept, especially with our parents, that our parents aren't perfect and they may do things that we don't agree with. And that's really, really hard to deal with. And so Remy's going to be dealing with the fact that her dad did something which to her is really unforgivable. and how to deal with kind of turning him in and that kind of thing. So these are the 2 themes that I chose. And again, these could be applied to anyone's life. They are lessons that can be learned. Okay? So make sure that you're filling in everything in the green boxes.